Hey, welcome to another edition of Sit Down at Uptown, man. It's Sit Down at Uptown. We chop it up with the comedians who rock Uptown Comedy Corner. I'm your host and owner of Uptown Comedy Corner, Angelo Sykes. And tonight, man, we got hey, what can you say about a guest like this, man? We've been blessed, to say the least. Black Jesus has made his presence at Uptown Comedy Corner, man. We've been praying, and look at here. What's up, Black Jesus? How you doing, brother?
Hey, Angelo, Pops heard that, too. I just want to tell you, Pops heard that. I slid on through, man. You know what I'm saying? I just woke up. They hid me behind a rock for 3 days and thought I wasn't going to get out. You know what I'm saying? But I heard the Blue Flame had some excellent lemon pepper wings, so I slid by there. And I came by the Uptown Comedy Club, and it was great, man. You always show such great hospitality, Angelo.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. So it's been a minute since, you know, you be able to come drop down to check us out, man. How you like the new spot?
Oh, man, you know, Pops really smiles on the spot.
That's what's up.
You know, this is very, very exclusive spot, man. Very nice. The food and the drinks are excellent. The food and the libations, I must say, are excellent. You know what I'm saying? We having a great time. You know what I'm saying? And Pops thinks real favorably of you and Uptown Comedy Corner.
Is that right? That's
Absolutely.
what I want. That's what I want to hear, man. That's what I want to hear. We pray to him all the time, man. So, you know, man, I'm glad he's hearing our prayers.
Yes, absolutely he does. Absolutely he does.
That's good stuff, man. So, just real quick, man, I just want to ask you, you know, how was it for you to take your time to do a show and work with some of these guys, man? How did that fit into your schedule?
Well, you know, Pops makes the schedule. Pops makes the schedule, so you know he thought that he found that it was time for that to happen. You know, a lot of people were up in arms about seeing Jesus being depicted in such a fashion, especially on such a broad medium like television.
Right.
However, to those people, I always say, Pops called the shot.
That's what's up, man.
So it is what it is, and you know, I'm just thankful to be able to come here and spread the message, spread the word, love and kindness. That's all it's about.
That's all it's about.
Love and kindness, man.
That's all it's about.
People make it too hard, man. Just love and kindness, man.
So since then, man, you know, you've had, you know, one of the greats, man, went up there he took his home up there with y'all, man. You know, Brother Witherspoon, man. Everything good with Brother Witherspoon?
Absolutely, and you know, not to take away nothing from anybody else, we lost two great pieces of our cast here on earth, being Charlie Murphy and John Witherspoon.
That's right. That's right.
You know, I'll just say this: God smiles on their souls, and God blesses their family with peace and comfort. You know, in a tough time. You know, their family are really dealing with those losses. However, you know, Pop's plans are bigger than we seem to know a lot of times. And to those families, I say peace and comfort, and just trust and know that Pop's and Charlie's legacy are definitely lived and felt here on earth, and they cool up in heaven.
That's what's up. That's what we wanted to hear, man. So, Black Jesus, man, we know you don't have a whole lot of time because you got so much other stuff to do, man, here on your day.
Angelo, I got to slide down there to Bangladesh because this lady about to have a baby right now. He about to be born breech, another one. I'm going to slide to Bangladesh.
Okay.
Before I go, I'm going to go to Little 5 Points because there's a dude named over there in Little 5 Points. Dante, stop hitting that girl, okay? Because when the police come, it's free will.
Free will.
That's all I'm saying. But I got a bunch of stuff to do, but I'm glad.
I'm sure you do,
here.
man.
Yeah. You think your kitchen can bag me up some wings?
Hey, man, we got you covered, man. You know what I mean? Just for you.
And Pops got you covered, too.
We appreciate that, Pops. Hey, man, we're going to be back, man. But, man, Slink Johnson popped in as well, man. So we're going to hit him up in a few minutes, man. But we just want to thank Black Jesus for stopping by, man, giving us that blessing.
Amen.
Peace.
God is good all the time.
Hey, man, we back. Sit down at Uptown, and we got another special guest tonight, man. I told you, man, he had popped in as well. Now, this particular gentleman was performing at Uptown Comedy Corner Sunday night, man, 420 AF tour with man Ronnie Jordan. Slink Johnson is in the building. What's up, brother?
What's up, brother? What's happening?
How you doing, man?
Man, I'm great, man. I always enjoy coming here to Uptown, man. I told you earlier, man, I like to give you your flowers, man. you got one of the flyest establishments. You know, I ain't been to all of them, all over the world and no shit like that, but I've been to quite a few. And you got one of the flyest, nicest, most organic, professional, greatest places as far as to do comedy. Man, I really dig your place, man. I love
that.
Uptown Comedy Corner, and it's my idea of what a comedy club should be, and I like the way you run this thing.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that. Real talk. So, Slink, man, you know, I always like to take trips back on these interviews, right?
Yeah.
So, let's take a trip back, man, to the young man, man. Tell us exactly where you from, man. What was life like as a kid for Slink Johnson?
Man, Angelo, I was born in a small town about big as this ashtray called Dumas, Arkansas.
Wow.
Yeah. So I was born, but despite Dumas' small size, there was so much heart and love that come from that place.
Okay.
I was born in Dumas, Arkansas, to my mother and father. They were married, and shit, they split up around the time I was 8 years old. Shortly after that, around the time I was 10, Mom moved us to Los Angeles, actually Inglewood, California, in which I grew up in Inglewood, went to school, elementary, junior high, high school in Inglewood, and spent a lot of my time in South L.A. So, you know, I'm an L.A. baby, you know what I mean? And however, you know, Dumas, Arkansas is always home, and it's always going to be recognized. I wanted to make sure I say that. Because a lot of these dudes be weird, Angelo. They be coming from these little small-ass towns and don't want to say it.
Don't want to speak
They might
on
move to Atlanta and forget they was from Fucksburg. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to mention Fucksburg. Mention Fucksburg, because Fucksburg is what made you, dude. You know what I'm saying? Get them dudes in Fucksburg a shot because they're part of your story. And, you know, like I say, Dumas, man, was a great place, a lot of heart. I learned how to fight in Dumas.
Okay.
And it's crazy because I went to L.A. when I was 10. My mom sent me back to Dumas when I was 15 because I was fucking up in L.A. And it was when I went to Dumas when I was 15 where I really developed the heart to fight. I ain't gonna say I know how to fight because I can't fight for shit. I can't fight for shit, my nigga. No, you finna get this windmill, nigga.
This is windmill.
But the point is, I'm down to give you that windmill.
Right.
And I learned that in Dumas. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? You know, they gave me a lot of heart. I learned a lot of heart, a lot of love, a lot of great people, man, down in Dumas, and they still show me love, man. They so proud of me down
That's
there,
good
man.
stuff.
And I like to shout them out every time I can.
That's good.
Because I don't have to say nothing about L.A. You hear me. You hear it in my voice.
Right.
If you've been following me at all, you know my story, so you know that part. So I like to make sure that I'm more than vocal about where I come from in Dumas, Arkansas.
That's good stuff. So how was that transition, though, from a small country town like Dumas, Arkansas, to going to the big city of L.A., man? What kind of transition was that for you? And how many siblings was it?
I had two older siblings.
Okay.
You know, I got three sisters now and one deceased brother. But at that time, I had only two older siblings.
Okay.
And as far as the transition, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, Angelo, man. I done smoked so much weed, or nigga, I tell you the truth, I don't remember. It just was like, it was easy to me because it seems like the best way I can say it is this. I say Dumas is as small as this ashtray. When I was a small kid, this ashtray was big as the world to me. I still haven't traversed all that area.
Okay.
So it's just like dropping a little fish in an aquarium, and a little fish in a small aquarium, and to a little fish in a big aquarium. It's all big to him because he ain't been nowhere.
Gotcha.
So the transition was seamless. You know, at that age, 10 years old, that's when, you know, you still in your development age. So that fell right in on time for me. Had I came about 16, 17, I probably would have been a weird nigga.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Gotcha.
you trying to fit in and shit. But
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. So y'all still have ties to Dumas then? You have your roots there? Okay.
My daddy's still there. I'll still be down there. I was just down
Okay.
there, man. I just buried my grandfather. Well, I ain't gonna say I just buried. However, as a family, we just buried my grandfather. He lived to the ripe old age of 98 years old. You know what I'm saying?
Good life.
Cold motherfucker. He was a cold ass nigga. He's about this tall, Angelo.
What?
Cold ass nigga. I was just down there. We buried him last year, but no, I'm actually there. It don't. Probably when I was young, me going back was kind of sparse, but once I got grown enough to do it myself, it don't be 3-4 years apart when I go back. I go back all the time. I still got friends. You know what I'm saying? My daddy's still there.
Okay.
Aunties and shit. I be chilling.
That's good stuff. That's good stuff. So, did you participate in athletics, any kind of sports activities while you was in school?
See, Angelo. Wait, see.
That start, boy. That start.
Angelo, see.
Talk to me.
First of all, I just want to say, you just can't stereotype every guy because he's of a certain height or stature. You see this brother right here that's directing us right now?
Right.
This brother right here, he likes crochet. You know what I'm saying? Right now, you would think that he's an NFL lineman, perhaps,
right.
or probably the sumo wrestler trainer.
Yeah.
But this guy here, he likes nice shit. Like me, I like baking cakes. You know what I'm saying? I'm more artistic, you know what I'm saying? But when I was young and should have been playing ball, I've always been clumsy and I was a goofball all my life. And I ain't never really, I ain't never really was drew to sports like that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't gravitate to sports like that. That's the word. I didn't really get to gravitate to sports like that. However, I did long the camaraderie of what being on a team would do for you. And I wasn't real good as an athlete, but I did play left pistol for the Inglewood Carjackers.
He said left pistol.
Yeah, I played left pistol. I was natural righty, but for some reason, this left, it was working. You know what I'm saying? I played left pistol. Left pistol. I did that. I actually went 19-1.
Yeah.
So I got cracked. The Inglewood Police Department. Yeah. They got it. They gave it to me, man.
They gave it to you?
They gave it. The motherfucker shot at me, man.
Really?
Yeah, I was a little nigga, man, 17 years old. But, I ain't had no business doing no crime, Angelo. I was always tall, and, every time I get cracked for some shit, they get the lineup. They take in the lineup so they witness.
Yeah.
They always put me in the lineup with like 5 Mexican niggas, about 4'8". They always got me in there. I'm just goofy, young, little skinny ass neck.
Right.
Like I look like a bitch ass nigga. If you go look at the picture right now, I look like a bitch ass nigga. I probably was crying in a few of my mug shots. That's why I want to stay on the right side of social media, because they find that shit, nigga be looking like a bitch ass nigga.
Right.
And I don't want to do that.
So, you are pretty tall. Did you have a spurt, or you were just always taller than everybody else?
I think I had a spurt.
Okay.
Because in my 6th grade class picture, I don't know how everybody always do it, but we had a class picture in my 6th grade with the whole 6th grade, everybody in there. And I wasn't the tallest one. You know how they'll line everybody up and the tallest be at the middle and the back? I wasn't the tallest. I was like on one end. So I think my spurt came like after... Ooh, did I have a spurt? Or... It was kind of slow. I think like junior high, maybe junior high, like 7th grade. Yeah, my spurt began in junior high.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So you're how tall? How tall were you in high school?
I was about 6. I was 6. Well, I was 6'1", 6'2".
In high school.
Yeah.
And so even clumsy or not, you tell me no coaches said, "Hey."
Oh yeah, they did.
Okay,
they was
had
on
to,
my.
right?
It was on my bumper, man. When I first got to school, they was on my bumper. I went to high school with Harold Minor.
Really?
They went to Inglewood High. Yeah, I went to high school with him. The coaches was on my bumper in school, and you know what I'm saying. Once they seen me, like, oh, this nigga's an idiot. They ain't even finna talk to this nigga. And then I went to jail, and the niggas in jail seen me, and they was like, because they see me in the reception building and shit. They see me over there like, damn, okay, we gonna get that nigga right there. I got over there to the unit. Them niggas was like, man, this motherfucker right here ain't shit. Hey, look here, they would have whooped my ass if I couldn't make niggas laugh. That's the only way I survived in jail.
Okay.
I was making niggas laugh, man. It was good, man. I was shit. That's where I honed my skills. Then fight for my life, nigga.
Wow, Harold Mine, that's good stuff, man. That dude, they used to call him Baby Jordan for a little while.
Yeah, Harold is definitely, man, one of the greatest ball players that I've encountered in my lifetime. He actually invited me. He probably wouldn't remember. He probably just saw a tall kid and said, man, you should come out and fuck with us. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, hell no, I want to be a Crip. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
It's cool.
Gotcha. So you said your mom sent you back. You get in trouble. So how long did you stay in Arkansas before you went back there?
1 year.
One year.
I went, like my mom sent me after Christmas break in the 9th grade, and I remember being mad as fuck because I was in 9th grade in high school out here when I had to go back, like in the middle of the Christmas break is like the half of the school year. I had to go back to Arkansas. Their 9th grade was junior high. So I was mad. I remember that. I want to be in junior high when I was already in high school. But I did the second half of 9th grade in junior high in Arkansas, second half of 9th grade, and the first half of 10th grade in 1988 in Arkansas. Then my father, he got married, and you know how that be, man. All right, son, I got a new bitch. So I did what I can with you. We'll send you back to your mama. You know how I go. And I ain't talking about shit. That's my nigga. That's how I be. Because he couldn't fuck me.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? You got to do what you got to do, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You got to do what you got to do, Pops. You know?
Gotcha.
It's cool. We always been cool, man. My Pop's cool. I talk shit to him. You know what I'm saying? He probably wouldn't like me saying that now. You shut up, nigga. I'm old now, nigga. Come on, man. It's all good.
That is hilarious. So, you graduated from?
I graduated from the Ben Vereen School of Vaginal Diagnostics.
Okay. So I guess high school didn't really go out that well then, huh?
No, I didn't graduate from what you call traditional high school. You know, I went to an advanced boys school in my 11th grade, in which state of California commissioned advanced boarding school. I went to
advanced boarding school.
Yeah, and I was there 3 years, so I didn't necessarily graduate, the traditional way. However, I did graduate from Cuesta College, San Simeon College, and El Paso de Robles, California Youth Authority. So I did get my GED.
Okay.
I did get my GED.
Okay. So, needless to say, you had a very adventurous youth.
Man, I did all kinds of shit, man.
Yeah, I can imagine. So, with that being said, without getting to all the mischievous stuff, what led you to comedy?
My personality, Angelo.
Okay.
Like I was telling some people in the green room earlier, stand-up comedy wasn't my first aspiration.
Okay.
It wasn't my first thought. It was something I always liked and respected. I can remember Eddie Murphy being my first inspiration. However, it wasn't so much like, I just love the attention that he got. I just love the way he conveyed his message. A young brother. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Even though I was a kid, he was a grown-ass man to me. Again, a young black man being raw, going against status quo, talking this shit. And that always inspired me. However, I always been more of a class clown, more of the family clown, more the guy that's talking shit. And, my first aspirations into entertainment were actually rap and hip-hop, in which I was signed to Too Short as a rapper.
Is that right?
For a whole lot of years, man. I was down here in Atlanta in the late 90s, man, over there.
What's your name?
Slink Capone. Now, I changed my name to Johnson because I realized, in the 90s, we all loved them Italian mafioso shit.
Right.
But Al Capone didn't like niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So later on, I went on, when I decided to delve into comedy and acting, I wanted to use my grandfather's name.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and like I was saying earlier, I didn't come in a traditional route.
Right.
So, again, I came from just, knowing some great people, being in line with God. He led me to where I needed to be. I met some great people and that were drawn to my personality, and some great people that could change my life, like my friend Jason Van Veen, who initially introduced me to Aaron Magruder, who through Aaron Magruder, Black Jesus came, you know what I'm saying? And actually, low-key, through Aaron Magruder, GTA 5 came, because through my acquaintance and relationship with Aaron Magruder, I got to, again, I always knew who DJ Pooh was. I don't know if he knew who I was, but I always knew DJ Pooh.
Sure.
But through Aaron's, through my acquaintance with Aaron, my relationship with Aaron, I met DJ Pooh and made a relationship and an acquaintance with DJ Pooh. And when it was time for, who DJ Pooh, who is, in there deep with Rockstar Games. Yeah. He called me and asked me to come down and audition for a role for GTA 5, and wow. That was that. So, again, long story short, wrap it all up. I didn't go in wanting to be a stand-up comedian, bro. Be honest with you, Angelo, man, I'm just playing this shit by ear. My nigga, I ain't trying to make this shit hard.
Gotcha.
I'm just trying to, however it come, you know. I hate to say to some people, you know, I'm not saying don't work on your craft, because I'll be a fool to say that we got to all work on our craft. However, my craft is being me. And you know, again, being the best me I can and trying to be a shining example of some facet of God's goodness. And, you know, I ain't trying to make it be hard. So, man, I met Aaron through Jason. Aaron put me on Black Jesus, and through that, everything else been happening, man. And I've been trying to make sure that I take these blessings and parlay these steps, you know what I'm saying, and be very mindful. Just like tonight, you know, when Jesus showed up, you know, Jesus ain't gonna show up all the time because, you know, I made a decision to not hold Jesus out. You know what I'm saying? And I want to make sure Jesus is shown in the right light. And, you know, God saw fit for Jesus to be here at Uptown Comedy Club, Uptown Comedy Corner. And I'm so proud of that, man. I'm high right now, Angelo, and I just say that to say, man, I'm just walking in faith and walking in the steps that he put in front of me, dog. I ain't trying to make it hard, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Trying to think about that shit too much. Life is short. I don't know how many calendars I got left, my nigga. I'm trying to enjoy this shit, and I'm just trying to live good, eat good, and just make it easy. A lot of us is making it hard for ourselves in what we do because we not following our true calling.
Right.
But if you follow your true calling, my nigga, you'll never work a day in your life. I'm having fun. I enjoy coming to this motherfucker. I don't be worried about shit.
Right.
Your waitress combed Jesus' hair. That shit was dope, man. Shout out to her, man. That shit was good, man. We chilling, man. I'm having fun every time, Angelo. I don't know if you think so or not, nigga. I ain't never been uptight. I love coming to this motherfucker. I fuck with the people. They fuck with me. And man, I just like to have fun, man. That's it,
stuff.
man.
That's good stuff.
Outran.
So before Black Jesus and after your stay at the boarding school, like what was in between those things for you?
Rapping hip hop.
Rapping hip hop.
You know, I was signed to Too Short. I started rapping back in '86. Again, I've always been like kind of like a jack of all trades. I'm good at a lot of shit I do, but I'm not an expert at none of it.
Okay.
But I was rapping. I started rapping back in '86. Around 1994, I started writing. Like after I got out of boarding school, you know, I started writing raps, and you know, a close friend of mine who's like a relative to me, I grew up with over there on Florence and Normandy. Shout out to my man E-Baby, Lil E. Lil E is first cousins with Too Short. And Lil E, me and Lil E. Lil E is one of the dudes I knew from the time I moved out here, from the time I was 10. So he always knew me, and I always been class clown. Oh, that's G, Stanky Janks, Gerald crazy ass. He, you know, but once E started seeing me get older and I was really rapping, he was like, dude, I'm gonna introduce you to my cousin.
Okay.
And he introduced me to Short. Short saw something in me, and you know, through him and another cat named Kiki, they started executive producing of my album, and that began my rap career around '97. That's when I started coming to Atlanta, fucking around in the SWATs, 285 exit 5 on Cascade Road. I was over there Guilford Forest with Short. I was having a good time. Rest in peace, Wayne Lowe. I was over there having a good time back in the late 90s. I knew a lot. I used to kick it at Spelman and Clark in the AU sitting over there at Steagles all the time. I know a lot of these niggas' mamas. I know a lot of you niggas' mamas, you know what I'm saying? And hey, she wasn't what she is today. I'll just say that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of your mamas was acrobats and shit. You know what I'm saying? And mattress actresses and shit. Doing some crazy shit. Well, she's a woman of God now, so I respect that.
Okay. Copy that. So on the Black Jesus set, man, it was some really funny people, man, some icons on there, man. How was it experience? I mean, you got to work with, you know, the late great John Witherspoon. You got to work with the late great Charlie Murphy. Man, how was that experience though?
Angelo, dog. When I tell you, dog, for real, I'm a fan like you. Again, I hate to say like I don't want nobody to. I hope I ain't fucking nothing up, nobody perception, but I was just, I didn't expect to be where I'm at. When I was 17, 18, 20 years, I didn't expect to be where I was at. I just made it where I made it, fucking around.
Okay.
So I say that to say when I started working on Black Jesus, dog, I was just fucking around. I was like you. I think it's Charlie Murphy.
Yeah.
That's John Witherspoon. That's Corey Holcomb. That's Antoine Tanner. That's Andre Fuller. That's Valencia Algarin. That's Dominique.
Yeah.
Dominique.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's fucking my man Clifton Powell. You know what I'm saying? So many DC Curry, Mark Curry.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Jeanette Dubois. So many dope people, man.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm a fan.
Yeah.
And, you know, it took everything in me to, you know, contain myself. But, again, I still fanned out. That was dope, bro. I got a chance to chill with Charlie Murphy, man. God bless his soul, man. I chilled with Charlie Murphy in his hotel room. This nigga in a robe and a baseball hat. Nigga, we bumping Mob Deep, smoking weed, man. And that shit, that's a memory I'll never forget, bro. That was... You know, Angelo, how blessed I feel, bro, to be able to work with some guys like that, some legends, in the twilight of their career. Like, you know, it's, you know, people make some amazing things happen in their life, but, you know, it's crazy how they remember what was happening at the last, the most. And, you know, again, it's a weird blessing to me to be involved in their timeline.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Especially God saw fit for me to cross their path. You know what I'm saying? Before their journey ended, man. And bro, that Charlie Murphy, bro.
Yeah, I know, right?
I mean, we talking about pop culture icons like Charlie Murphy, John Witherspoon, the two pop culture icons whose names will live forever. And if when you don't know their name, you're gonna be saying catchphrases forever.
That's facts.
You know what I'm saying? It's like
that's facts.
I knew them dudes, bro.
That's good stuff.
So I was awestruck every time. You know what I'm saying? I used to call my baby mama. You know what I'm saying? I take a little selfie with y'all. What's up, John? I call my baby mama when I see him in the morning and shit. You know, I'm on the phone with my baby mama. Oh, what's up, John? How you doing? You know what I'm saying? Hey, Charlie, what's happening, my guy? My guy. I'm talking like, bitch, I am somebody. Like, bitch, I told you I'm somebody, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Hang up on it. You know what I'm saying? It's an amazing thing, man. You know, that shit was dope.
That's cool as a fan, man. That's cool as a fan,
man. And, you know, I wouldn't be here tonight, Angelo, if it wasn't for Charlie. I'll tell you that 1,000,000%. Bro, Angelo, and that's why I love you, too. That's why I love you, too, and what you do here, because, honestly, you accepted me at a time when you accepted me on a name. And I appreciate that at a time when I was very green. And I still got a long way to go now, but I feel like I'm a long way from where I was when I started here. And I still got a long way to go. But you, Charlie, gave me a shot, man. I jumped on stage. I didn't do stand-up. Charlie said, you better get that money, nigga. You know, parlay that shit. You know what I'm saying? Again, and it's something I had a love for and I respect for. And I don't think that people understand how much of a science comedy is. So, you know, that's why I haven't been jumping on stage as Jesus. That's why I haven't been just trying to put myself out there in those type of way because, you know, again, I'm learning the game. I'm coming from behind as far as stand-up. Okay. Like, it's some cats, you know, again, you might, Black Jesus, man, you watch UNT. It's some cats that's been doing some very funny cats that been coming in and out of these clubs for 20 years that still haven't had that name, but they on Jedi level comedy. So, you know, I'm trying to learn it and respect it, and respect the game and respect the G's, man. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
Just trying to, you know, I'm just tadpole here, old ass tadpole. I put the little just for men in there, right? You know what I'm saying? The young bitches be on me. These little young bitches was on me, and I was like, I had to suck my stomach in on that bitch. I was standing there like, bitch, I'm trying, you know what I'm saying? Trying to stick my chest out so the bitches and see the middies. But it's cool, though. It's cool, though. She did, I was standing in the back, like, behind the light a little bit, so the bitch could sit like, look, she's like, hi, Black Jesus, all excited, baby. Call me Gerald.
Right. It's hilarious, man.
Fucking around. Nigga got the chess table right here. Niggas don't play chess. These dumbass niggas be playing checkers with the chess pieces.
How about that?
Crown me, nigga.
Crown me.
No, nigga been to jail. I hate niggas been to jail. That's the first they want to show their little chess moves.
Yeah.
Stop that shit, nigga. Dumbass nigga. You still didn't get your diploma, nigga. Come out a chess master, nigga. You could have, nigga, been there 20 years. You could have got a goddamn doctorate, nigga. You a chess master. Get your bitch ass out.
Oh man. So yeah, man. So you had, Black G. That's gonna be a iconic thing, man. You got GTA, which is phenomenal. I mean, that's whoever thought it. But so what's like something else or on to-do list of things that you want to get accomplished?
You know what, Angela? I do want to do some like serious movies.
Okay.
Like some dramas and shit. Like I do want to be a lead man. I do want to be a action hero.
Okay.
I do want to do some positive roles. I want to be a doctor. Like I want to do all the shit as far as acting, that don't require certain things,
Right. We get you. Certain things.
Sorry, I
understand.
But as far as acting goes, as far as stand up goes, I want to become a great stand up. I want to become one of the greats. I'm learning the game at my own pace. I'm having a good time. My confidence is up. It took me to Cialis before I came out here tonight. So I'm feeling good. So I just want to keep on going, and make this shit happen, man. I want to travel the world. I've been doing a lot of traveling lately. I've been to a few countries. I'm starting to travel vlog, what I mean? Yeah, and my travel vlog, I got a couple things in the works right now. I got again, I'm showcasing some things that people wouldn't expect out of me or people that look like me or us.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? With travel vlogs and, different little things. And, just trying to stay in front of the camera, doing whatever I can. Because, a nigga got 5 kids, and them motherfuckers eat every day. And it really ain't enough money. I know y'all be seeing it, glitz and glamour. Y'all see the memes and the shit on Instagram and, Hulu, Tubi, right? But nigga need some bread right now. So hit my Cash App at $Slink Johnson, because I'm finna go back to the Sinesta and jack off tonight. And eat a sandwich that I got from Buc-ee's last night. So hit my shit. Nigga just trying to expand and do something real good with his life. Right. I got a battered baby daddy self-defense class that happens every Wednesday at the Slauson Swap Meet on every Wednesday from 6 to 9 p.m. It'll be nighttime, what I'm
Battered baby daddy.
Yeah, because, that's something that people don't talk about, man.
That's right.
It's a lot of abused baby daddies it's a lot of baby daddies suffering from abuse that are silently suffering. And you know what I'm saying? I'm here to speak for you, brother. You know what I'm saying? That heavy-handed bitch, she ain't got to be like that. You know what I'm saying? And, some of you hard-mouth talking bitches, you E and J guzzling bitches, you make it hard for a nigga to love you. You really got to stop doing that. You very abrasive in your mannerisms. You know what I'm saying? Like this guy trying to be the best for you. You knew he was square before you got with him. You got with him for stability. Let this nigga be stable for you. You know what I'm saying? The way you know what I'm saying? Treating these niggas big with all this underarm right here. Bitch, stop.
Stop. Oh, he said stop. Hey, man. All right. So, Slink. Hey, man, I always like to end off a top 5. All right? Oh, man, let me gather myself. So, give me your top 5 comedy shows. Top 5 comedy shows, TV shows of all time. Your top 5.
My top 5 TV comedy shows. Sanford and Son. All in the Family.
Okay.
Martin.
Okay.
Let's say Sanford and Son, All in the Family. Martin. Top 5 comedy sitcoms.
Mm-hmm.
That's tough. Mm-hmm. After Martin, In Living Color.
Okay. Good one.
Black Jesus.
And Black Jesus. There it is. I like it. I like it.
Much love.
Hey, man. Slink Johnson, man. I just want to appreciate you, man, taking the time to sit down at Uptown, man. Coming rocking Uptown Comedy Corner tonight, man. It's been a pleasure to have you, brother. It's good to see you again.
Likewise, brother. Thank you for having me again. I tell you, Angelo, I got to give you your flowers, man. Like, again, I be calling you. He don't be answering this shit, but I be calling him, man, and I be hitting him like, Angelo, man, my mom say, you know, what's up? You gonna let it come through? No, but I always love coming to Uptown, man. You know, I love you. Always show hospitality, man. Angelo,
brother.
thank you so much, brother. It's great. I have a great time every time.
Appreciate you, man.
Right on.
It's a sit down at Uptown, man, with my man Slink Johnson. We out.